picks like the Kaisas, the Banes, these kind of things, but I don't know what we'll see as an answer here in the spot side. But for the moment, WeiWei going to take the Volibear, take this strong early game jungler, and something that again can set up to player in the spot side, which is what we've seen from BLG when Uzi subbed in.
I feel like Rise, if we're talking about how this team played last time he was on the roster, WeiWei paid all attention towards the bottom lane. Ezreal's not looked at much, but this is such an Uzi classic from the good old days. We get it, and it means that we're going back to the comfort realm for this legend.
Yeah, this is something that Uzi has been a monster on in the past, and a champion that you don't expect to have a ton of pressure in the lane phase, but Uzi's insanely good at finding these correct angles to slip a Mystic Shot through, get some damage down, but will lose out on that push in the bottom side. So certainly ppgod and Photic, if they do go towards the Nautilus, you've got good lockdown, good ability to like get on top of this. And here's the Ahri that has been banned away every game from Rookie. Insanely strong pick at the moment, great push, very few bad matchups, and the ability to play through side lanes, which works out super well. We've kind of seen Orianna as an answer to this in a lot of situations, and I feel like that's where FoFo's going to go.
I mean, two champions that can really pop off, right? And Snowball leads out of control. When Rookie and Uzi both have the kill scores, #1 and #2 all time in the LPL, then you kind of get your answer in this game, and you know those champions can do it. We get the Karma as well, Dagda. Probably going towards Chris, but we know that's a flex.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's towards Chris from the bot side just to try and answer out for a lot of that push, but it definitely feels to me like if V5 want to put resources into this bottom lane, you've got the great ability to dive, you've got good roam from Rookie, depending on what Karsa decides to go with, because we imagine that, as you can see, Zinzao banned away, more junglers will be banned away here as well from BLG side. Maybe we just end up with Karsa and pick like the Sejuani or Zac or something like that, so can play towards these dives in the bot lane. V5 banning away these potential good pushing champions against Ahri, though. We talked about the Ori, potentially this next ban, and Vizier already taken off the board.
Okay, I like that you mentioned the Orianna as well. That's still left up and available. The Zig you just pointed out. Let's find out and see. For BLG, they've taken away double jungler for Karsa here. Lee Sin Hecarim, make it quadruple. The Viego is quintuple. So while BLG sitting comfortable with WeiWei's Volibear, it means that Karsa's going to have to go down the rabbit hole here. As the final ban is that Aurelia against V5. Dagda, I just love that they're saying, hey, Karsa played with Uzi on the RNG roster of 2019. He knows this player, and he is not going to get in a comfortable position in his champion pool.
Definitely not. Especially when you've got FoFo here going towards LeBlanc. I mean, there's going to be fire with fire in this mid lane, and Karsa will more than likely be trying to put some of the reasons.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
What? Arcane? Vi from Arcane? What?
Well, you just said Karsa wants to try, ex-teammates, knows who Uzi plays well. Point and click CC galore for Uzi.
Looks like we're going to be having a ton of fun in this game as he's just gonna get dunked on by depth charges and this Vi ultimate.
Oh my god. It's a lot of fun. A lot of gap close, Dagda. You just pointed it out. Ahri, Vi together. What a duo. I want to talk about this in a second. We get the Camille up in the top side. Start me off with V5's comp. What does it do?
So heavily pick focused here for V5. Like, good pressure to try and play through lane states with both mid and top having pushed, the ability to roam down towards bot, but a lot of what they're trying to do is catch people out of position on BLG, even for the likes of LeBlanc, right? A depth charge is going to follow her regardless. Vi will follow her regardless, same with the Ezreal. So trying to make sure they can quickly pick people off and burst out one person. For BLG, a lot of 1-3-1, good team fighting, like a lot of tools here for BLG to kind of match multiple different styles, so this one is going to come down to, well, honestly, Vi. Like, how well can Karsa try and interact with these lanes? And he's got good setup in the mid lane, good setup on bot side. We'll have to see if they can try and make it happen, especially when Karsa hits this level 6.
I mean, there's just so many rivalries, so many storylines to talk about. Karsa versus old AD. Rookie going against his nemesis in the kill scores of the LPL. Across the board, this has just been a series that has ramped up. Game 1 a little bit slow, but we got those explosive team fights. Game number 2, V5, with a great mentality to bring it back. But game number 3, BLG subbing in Uzi. This is the player that held the kill score for so long uncontested, but Rookie took his place. And for a lot of Chinese fans, for a lot of global fans, that means so much because it was held by Uzi for many years and it looked like no one would ever catch up. But Rookie taking the mantle, a very big deal, and Uzi's come back on stage to take it right back. Welcome to Summoner's Rift for BLG versus V5. The battle here for our top 6. V5 sitting in first, BLG in 8th right now, Dagda. This win means so much for them, and they want to try and bring the big guns in to try and finish it off.
And there's something special about Uzi being on the Rift, in that he creates this global taunt. And V5 have already, as you can see, responded to this taunt by instantly going to the bot side, trying to see if they can spot out Uzi. This is the exact same that happened the last time Uzi played, where you'd end up having a team fight that would go totally fine. You'd be able to, like, jump on towards FoFo and, like, pick him off and still win the fight. And, like, 3 flashes would be burned to get over the wall to pick off Uzi. Like, this man just has a taunt in this game. And it's like a see Uzi, you gotta kill Uzi. And we'll have to see if V5 will be able to do just that. Doubling down on the pick stall here for V5, you get the Ignite for Rookie in that mid lane. They are looking to get aggressive through this mid lane and start those roams elsewhere.
Ahri versus LeBlanc, what season is it? Seeing Ezreal as well with the Karma lane, poke in the bottom lane, gonna be fun. Yeah, I know, a while back, Dagda. A jungler starting on the top side. We'll be watching this Vi. And yeah, just seeing this champion in the Rift, you're exactly right. Like, such a left turn here from Karsa. As he starts up in the top side here, note that WeiWei the same. All junglers pathing towards the bottom lane makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think especially for Rich, like, the fact that his jungler is pathing away from him is fine, because in theory, Rich should be okay in these early stages to just push in the wave, play away from Breathe, and make sure that he's able to stay alright. FoFo, though, hitting level 2, gets a good trade onto the mid lane. And for Karsa, a lot of his pressure either comes through Rookie with a charm to set him up, ppgod with a hook, or just fast clearing until he hits that level 6. Then you get that point and click CC that can be such a difficulty for people to deal with, especially as we look down towards that bot lane. Not even just for Uzi. I mean, point and click onto Crisp. Where the hell does Crisp go?
Just a quick stat there on the bottom of his screen. Last time it was played by Ning when he was on IG. Chris gets the hook in here. Nice little trade from the V5 bottom lane. And it was 2019, 988 days ago, that Vi was last on the Rift, and it was here in the LPL. Of course, LPL only stats. Good little trade against WeiWei. ppgod is going to get a dredge line, forces the flash against WeiWei, but he's running back on in against Photic. Uzi on the way as well. Flash over the wall, the arcane shift. Mystic shot too, looking for blood. Uzi still has flash, runs into Photic. Mystic shot dodged from, though. The dredge line not needed. Uzi with first blood. V5 still getting chased up as another one goes down. He's angry. Rookie took his kill score.
And he's coming directly for a double kill already for Uzi. Let's make it a triple Hysterics.
Well, can they? WeiWei gets the stun down, the flash away from Chris. The arcane shift stolen by WeiWei, but still, BLG turn it back around for a massive bot lane play.
I'm not going to lie, Hysterics. I have joined the LPL back in spring 2020. And I started asking the question, where is he?
Yeah.
This was the man that I wanted to cast so damn much coming across. And it has been 785 days that I have waited to cast this man. And to see him pick up the double kill already. God, it feels good. I am so happy to have this man back in the LPL. You can see here, great plays down. WeiWei really understanding how far he could go here with getting the shield. And Uzi's just chasing down, has the heal, knows that he's going to be totally fine. You don't have the damage there to really take him down, especially with Karsa already kind of injecting a lot of that damage in towards the top side of the skirmish. And Vi's cooldown's kind of
Charmid though, and look at this. Once again, another good vault breaker from Karsa. Ignite dropping down on FoFo, and Rookie trying to send one back. Unfortunate, but at least for FoFo, he's pushed out of the lane for the time being.
Ooh, that CC though, nearly setting up ppgod there, but nice job by Chris to tank that hook, and good return damage there for BLG. And I mean, look, Uzi very quickly accelerated now with those 2 kills. The Sheen already completed tier in his back pocket as well. And when you're looking at kind of how quickly FoFo and Uzi like come online now, you're going to hit a really strong point about 12 to 15 minutes into the game where BLG just off of mid and bot can really look to power through some of these dragons, look for some of these skirmishes, particularly at like say things like Rift Herald even at the 8-minute mark. The poke that Ezreal and this LeBlanc have can make it really hard for V5 to operate at these objectives.
Want to ask you more about that, Dagda, if we get time. We haven't talked much about the comps because of how explosive it's been, and we might not get a deeper chance as well as Karsa is moving into Fog of War, waiting for that backline minion here. Photic's going to clear it away, and I'm not sure if Karsa spotted. No, he's not. In Fog of War, still looking for that Vault Breaker onto the backline, but still hard, Dagda, when Karsa doesn't have the ulti yet, and BLG are all the way back at their turret.
Even having the pink there. Oh, it just goes wide. I mean, I think that's going to give the jig up, but Crisp stepping forward. Now got WeiWei here. This could go disastrously for V5.
Yeah, they're coming in. He's got a level advantage as well. The Stormbringer, excuse me. The E comes through. I'm actually blanking here. Sky Splitter. We got there in the end. WeiWei kind of just zoning off the fact that if Karsa was there, which he was, he has to back away. Nothing happens in the bot lane. Dagda, we do have a chance to have a quick chat. And I want to come back to you. Tell me a little bit more about what BLG want to do around the first couple of objectives when you already talked about FoFo and Uzi's impact.
Yeah, so you've got a ton of poke on BLG's side as FoFo, good damage onto Rookie, as you can see. Like, the ability to just hop over walls, get some poke down is going to be pretty hard for V5 to try and deal with. The big pressure point, though, is going to be a case of, like, setting up for these front-to-back fights. Breathe, setting up later on where he can lock down one person, a ton of like single target damage on BLG's side, and not exactly a very tanky member on V5 either. So you have to be very careful as you look towards someone like Karsa, how you're using this ultimate, because if you even remotely overextend, BLG can burst you out so fast.
I mean, as well on the other side for V5, we talked a lot about it in draft where on their angle, they want to chase down members like Uzi, members like FoFo, right? Or, you know, especially Uzi on this Ezreal. There's a lot of gap close here. And even for ppgod with the dredge line as he helps out mid with a quick push, we know that they can get on top of BLG quite fast if they miss position.
And I think for the get-go, WeiWei's been doing a good job of trying to deny a lot of that from V5. Because he's been getting that vision, getting those bits of invades off, like setting Karsa behind. You can see WeiWei's already hit that level 6, but Karsa, because he's been trying to play around bot, because he's been trying to help out, hasn't been able to get that. Now, though, they're looking to steal away the red buff and maybe turn that into a topside gank, but WeiWei is in position with Rookie maybe being the difference maker on this topside play.
That's super cheeky. WeiWei, if he walks in, is going to get a slamming to the face from the mid laner and jungle of V5. We're still looking at the bottom lane. There, it looks like they're backing away. Mini-map, folks, bottom right. Check out the positioning. WeiWei was backing away after hitting level 6, and, excuse me, a bit of a tea indigestion. A V5 going to be starting out the Herald here, Dagda, and it looks like uncontested for the time being.
I mean, BLG just understanding, look, Rookie's got full push in mid, there's very little we can do, and that's the strength of this Ahri pick, especially into things like the LeBlanc. She is insanely strong push, and very difficult for LeBlanc to try and answer that, so instead BLG will look for the bot side play. Remember, Storm Spinner, or the Call of the Forward Squad, whatever it is, will turn off the terror.
Yeah, it will. WeiWei's jumping in. True Shot Barrage, almost nicking ppgod, but WeiWei does the rest. Playing towards bottom lane. What a surprise, Dagda.
Yeah, who would have saw this one coming? Especially as it's the exact thing that we saw BLG do last time they subbed in Uzi. This time around, though, it is paying dividends. 2 kills already for Uzi to assist. Pressure on bot side. Even the camps are going the way of BLG, and Karsa's like, sorry guys, can somebody help me please?
On the wrong side, BLG might be sandwiched, so Rookie's moving in. FoFo just hovering for now though, and I love this from BLG's mid laner as Karsa wants to go in, gets a steal, but now the Vault Breaker not up. Assault and Battery used instead on top of Chris, but Uzi's got the space. FoFo jumps on in, WeiWei taking the damage, and Rookie takes the ignite. WeiWei drops down into 1-for-1 trade with the junglers, but BLG still ahead of gold in the early game. Dagda, they've still got more kills.
Yeah, looks like the heal wasn't quite enough, or might have gone onto the wrong target from Uzi. So it means that the kill does go across, and as you say, 1-for-1, even the buff going the way of Karsa. So bit of a fight back here from V5, but look at Uzi again, 2-0-3. This Ezreal is incredibly accelerated, and I think this is where you're actually going to see a potential here for the BLG AD carry takeover, but we'll see it again here. Red buff just not quite in the bush. Chris ends up getting jump on, and I want to see what happens with the heal. So actually just used early, and it looks like I went on to Crisp instead of on towards WeiWei, and unfortunately just the cooldowns not quite there to get a shield onto WeiWei, so Volibear does end up falling.
And I think it's worth mentioning in that last trade who the kills went to. Both mid laners, in fact. One apiece here for FoFo and Rookie, who are going farm for farm. And, you know, a big story of ours coming into this was Rookie versus Uzi with kill score. Now, Rookie is 5 ahead as per the start of this game. Uzi needs +5 over Rookie this game in order to match up with him again. Bit of a grudge match already building up here, Dagda. Rookie just trying to catch back up, but it is nice to see that Uzi's begun with a lead here and is doing so well in the bottom lane and trying to pick up a couple more.
And I think a lot of like the late game fights are going to rest on Uzi. Like FoFo can do some work, right? But he's not going to 1v9. It's the same when you look towards Breathe. He's going to have good setup and good presence in a side lane, but when it comes to his team fights, Camille can only do so much. So the fact that Uzi is already kind of firing ahead is going to do a lot for BLG. He is going to have to be very careful of Rookie, though. Rookie, I mean, already got a kill to his name. The dive potential for the backline with this guy alongside Karsa, it feels like that's going to be where they try and take down Uzi.
As Breathe in top lane, getting punished for hookshot, walk-shotting in the wrong spot. Rich close here with a shock blast, missing to the left. Breathe under turret, burning a pot. I mean, this could be big potential, waiting for the Hex Gate. Every time the hookshot, walk-shot's up, that needs to connect, but unfortunately, Rich doesn't. And Breathe just walks towards him. Dagda, this top lane, something we haven't talked about because there is a big man in the bottom lane that we almost must talk about, but Rich is winning this matchup quite handily. 20 CS just about, and this is going to be an Eclipse back, most likely here from the top laner.
Yeah, and should be able to TP back up as well, just as that TP is about to go off cooldown. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, he is winning. This matchup does take a turn, though, after you get kind of 2 items in, or even an item and a half in to Breathe. Just where he's able to close that gap, have the burst damage to nullify a lot of what Rich wants to do, and become a little bit more difficult, especially if you're in an extended lane, is FoFo. Yeah,
but Crisp is getting help out here, or at least helping him. Rookie now has to Spirit Rush away. A nice little trade there onto FoFo, but again, Crisp known for how he roams throughout this game. Herald on the top side in the meanwhile. And B5 winning through top at the moment. That's first Heart Blood going over to Rich. Gold equalized at the 12-minute mark, but note that BLG have started gearing up towards a Hex Tech Soul. 2 Dragons already in their back pocket.
BLG now in a bit of trouble. Breed taking a lot of damage. Terror's there, and not going to overcommit here from Rich, realizing that they need to try and make sure that there's no funny business happening from BLG on this bot side. So you're already seeing Karsa rotate down, and they don't want to try and over invest resources onto the top side because they're watching where FoFo's going, trying to figure out if this LeBlanc is going to try and help in some of these side lanes. But honestly, I think that's kind of been one of FoFo's worst parts of his gameplay, is kind of finding those moments to move or roam with his team. He's much more focused on kind of his own get gold into the versus, hey, you know, the good of the team.
Yeah, it's always about his laning phase. The point stands that FoFo is not having as great of a split, but it has definitely ramped up in the second half of this split. I think spring has been rough for him, and adjusting to a new team where, you know, FoFo hasn't been the star. It's been people like, you know, Doggo, WeiWei in certain games, Crisp as well. Whereas on RA, FoFo was the carry. FoFo was the best player on that roster. Kind of a mixed result here on the new BLG. So, Dagda, there's a lot of story here. There's a lot of story here today. Karsa, that's a big move as he's going to Hexgate towards WeiWei, who's taking his red. Wanted to get up topside and see if he could punish Breathe. That Assault and Battery is up and waiting. And Karsa wants to start using this early game, Dagda. You talked about what Karsa can do here. He's 0-2, but the Vi, who is going for a tank build, still has that ulti, that lockdown CC that he's trying to abuse.
And he's trying to see if he can play through Rich, because they just know at this stage bot lane is in a little bit of trouble. But still, Rookie now with the roam. will be spotted and BLG just back away. So Rookie just going to help out a little bit on the spot pressure, but usually you'd see like Photic and ppgod would actually be all right in this lane.
Yep.
Especially being able to set up for the level 6 from Karsa, but with how fed Uzi is, they just want to stay away. WeiWei still putting a ton of pressure down here, so BLG will actually crack open the first turret into the spot side. Answer for the turret's already got on top, but again, with V5 kind of putting a lot of the resource into the spot lane, there is always the option for Karsa to just move up towards this Rift Herald and take that for himself.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, again, continue playing topside focus. Uzi with the solo turret gold, so that'll match, or at least close to, for Rich. He's already got an Essence Ray for Dagda, but second item should be coming shortly. As Breathe for the all-in on top of Rich. The hook shot's starting to work out. Trinity Force picked up here. Not a Divine Thunder at Dagda. That's what I'm talking about. That's my kind of Camille.
Yeah, full-on split push. All about that attack speed. And here,
they're diving. What a surprise. Once again, depth charge used. WeiWei super deep on top of Photic, who has the red and white. Uzi flashing forward with the heal. Excuse me. Heal the only thing burned. BLG now between turrets as Photic gets the ulti up. Heals a little bit, but I guess that's a success. Photic, ppgod, no summoners left available, and BLG with full control of this turret.
A little bit sloppy on the dive. Uzi end up tanking it, and well, where's Rookie off to? Because
he wants to go
they want to
super
try and
deep.
wrap around on this.
Yeah, the whole of V5 are coming in, Dagda. It's all about Karsa here with a flash, assault, and battery. Uzi's in the front line. Chris next to him. There's a lot of shielding, but WeiWei with no ulti. Again, the Vault Breaker forward. Rookie here, the charm. Spirit Rush. Rookie in with a vengeance. Next goes down Uzi. His old teammate smashes him in the face. As on top of FoFo, Rookie lets them know that he's the carry now.
Brilliant collapse from V5 and punishing that overextension from BLG. With them investing so much on towards the dive, they'd already gone too far. They don't get the kills. V5 can come back at a base, and using those Hex Tech gates to perfection. Now V5 have control once more of this map. Dragon going to be up shortly as well, but here you can see, right?
Oh,
you've got Camille committed on towards the top side. Karsa not quite able to get into range, but flash forward, as you rightly pointed out, Hysterics is available. And with that accelerated shock blast and just the burn from Karsa, they take them down. Really well played by V5.
Oh, and just watching Rookie again, man, like, there's a lot I have to say, but Rookie once more, just a huge brain. So, again, this guy, the best player from Game 2, and one of the best mids in the world right now. He's back in form, and I don't know if I apologize for last game, Dagda. I said he would smash everyone in the mid lane. You know, he at least would smash mostly everyone.
No. I'm with you on the original.
Okay, I'll stay true to it then. I'll stay true. But he's still, still big.
V5 now in a much better spot coming into this fight. Gale Force picked up. You've already got the Everfrost for Rookie. Like, this is where they can try and, like, find those plays. Get that point and click CC.
Yep.
They're just waiting on the Vi ultimate, which is now ticked off cooldown. This is where they're going to start to push forward.
FoFo on the zoning angle, though, has got ppgod down. They're zoning away. Uzi doing a lot of damage here on the Ezreal. Trisha Barrage at melee range. Karsa punishes him, but it doesn't matter. The whole of BLG there. Karsa has gone deep and gives over a kill to the bottom laner. Dragon goes down. It's the third one here for BLG, and they're on the chase. WeiWei with the ulti. Wants to sacrifice himself as the depth charge goes through, but FoFo locks him down for the King AD. All hail the President 4-1 and 3.
And that was just such an overextension from Karsa. Nobody there on V5 is Rookie.
He's got one. Spirit Rush reset, avoiding Breathe. They're on the wrong side, though. The Hextech ultimatum doing work, and Rich sends him out, but FoFo getting the chain down. Coming through the electrocute Uzi again. Arcane Shift flushes over. The kill lead must transfer. A 5-kill difference. Dagda in this game, they're neck and neck again.
The Mad Dog is unleashed once more as Uzi starting to go forward. Rich, though, finds one. Can he get two?
Breathe needs to find this, but Uzi takes it. There's 4 kills between them. Dagda, one more, and Uzi will tie it up, climbing his way back to the top.
Clawing his way into that kill lead in this game. But, I mean, this from Karsa is such an overextension. I saw this up from Uzi, and I got real worried. Because I was like, Karsa's right on top of you. Rookie can follow up, but instant arcane shift. Rookie doesn't have flash to try and get into position with the charm, and they can deal with Karsa, and then FoFo is able to set them up. But this is where it gets messy. This is where you start start to see the mixed calls coming through from BLG. They pick off one here. Some people going mid to try and collect the wave. Rookie picks off Chris beautifully here, and kind of the power of this composition that we talked about from V5, and Rookie using this Ahri greatly, but this is where it just gets messy as all hell.
Yeah, it's like kill for kill. We're in a bloodthirsty mode, it seems, at this point. Big shutdown going over to the Star AD, 6-1-3, and Dagda, we got to keep track. You said 5 kills is the difference right now where Rookie leads. So we've caught up 4 of those for Uzi. 1 more, and again, he will be back on track in line with this huge mid laner from V5. And I feel like we are going to have a bloodthirsty game. Let's go back to what you talked about. In this composition, it does feel like Uzi is going to be the star, as already it's setting up to be true now with the crown of the Shattered Queen picked up 3rd. Yeah. For V5, we talked about people like Rookie, Photic, like what this composition does with Karsa enabling. So, again, set up for the carries, the big thrill seekers that we talk about from both teams to lead us into this mid to late game.
This crown of the Shattered Queen is huge for Uzi as well, because a lot of the V5 composition is like one punch onto one person.
True.
And when you've got the crown of Shattered Queen to kind of nullify a lot of that, Uzi can play forward like this.
Dodges everything but the charm. The ulti comes through, hoping that Chris helps him out, and he does. Onto Photic, he was feeling it and survives at the end as well. Rookie using the Spirit Rush, keep that in the back of your mind. As BLG aggressing on a mid lane turret, Dagda, they want to open up the map, especially before we get towards this final dragon, or potential final dragon.
Keep your eyes on Rich, though. A lot of poke and just sitting off on the side here. This is where it can be a little bit difficult for BLG to set up, but as you say, like, BLG would love to get this mid lane turret down, get more control for that dragon that spawns in a minute 40, but V5 are all hands on deck trying to stop that from going down. Rookie, though, being forced to clear this bot wave that has been pushed in by Breathe, now gives the numbers advantage potential for BLG in this mid lane.
And I just love that FoFo isn't sitting directly in mid. The angles on the left side, hovering around, threatening. V5 don't know where he is. As he walks upward, you can see that putting a bit of pressure is Rich in that side lane, but BLG got what they came for. Mid turret goes down, and that's more gold into their core hands. 6-1-3 still the score, but the CS lead is huge here from the AD. Dagda, look as well at Rookie through mid, only 10 CS lead, but he's on to his second item, and shortly we'll be able to pick it up.
I'm just laughing. This is definitely an Uzi game where he's like 30 CS above everyone else in the game. Same Arcade shifting over to take Raptors. Doesn't mean he's going to be a little bit late on his reset here. Not sure if he was just trying to get like half an item completed or what the story is exactly there for him, but will start to move out of base. Has the Hex Gate, so can reset a little bit later than usual. Just getting the stopwatch. Okay, so wanted to make sure that he's going to be very safe here coming into this next fight.
Dagda, over Twitter, I just want to pull out. I've seen a lot of people say the king is back and things like, oh, the king returns. In Game 2, they called Rookie the king. So this is kind of fitting that we're talking so much about the kill lead. Whoever ends it here in this game for the time being, they'll take the throne, they'll take the crown, at least until, Uzi plays again. Or Rookie does the same. Might have some horrible games coming up, we don't know. But at the very least, who is the king is the biggest question. As Dragon starts, this is sole point here for BLG. WeiWei into the back, straight on it. Look at the backline, Rich threatened down. Dragon getting taken down, it's stolen. WeiWei takes it through as Uzi goes Golden Karsa on top of his old AD. Trying to run away, he heals, but V5 on his tail. In fact, in the pit, they want FoFo, but the shock blast. Rich says no, and V5 for the cost of the soul will take the whole team.
The overcommit from BLG onto the soul means the V5 are able to find the picks they need, find the fight, and now they can turn over towards the Baron. Nobody on BLG alive to contest, and just a great fight all round from V5.
On top of the Baron now as well. I mean, Hextech Soul be damned. You're going to have a Baron with a Jayce in the side lane with an Ahri Dagda. This is going to be absolutely massive. Now, Chris coming to try and do what Newbie Moore did on a Rakan, which is cue that Baron down to death. Teleport coming in. BLG are like, we have to steal it. It's Breathe there, but he won't get it. Hextech Gold comes through as Karsa gets blown up. Catch-up Gold, is Rookie now in a choke, but he has to outplay this. He flushes over the wall. No Spirit Rush available, and Rich sacrificing his life as Breathe almost did the same thing. Baron off of 2 members, but I believe Photic and ppgod were up in time to get the buff.
Yeah, I believe so as well. So 3 members strong still with it, but WeiWei here goes far too deep to try and make this play happen, and it means that Uzi is exposed on the backside. You've got Rookie as well, who's just been able to zone away so much of BLG, and Uzi does a good job here with the stopwatch to cancel the ultimate from Karsa, but that's your main source of damage. Like, that's your main DPS in this fight, so the longer he's out of the equation, the easier it is for the consistent damage on V5 to stick and carry through.
Dagda, that turn and fade away from Rich was literally looking to the right, quick turn to the left, and then continues to chase after FoFo. Beautiful stuff here is, I feel like for V5, now with the Baron buff, it's all about what comes through from this play. It's 25 minutes in, Dagda, and we're at a point where they need to get something going here. We already talked about what the Vi does, what this composition does. We're fearing things like Camille in a side lane. We're fearing BLG's angles and what happens when we go later into the game. I need you to run me through the goals here for V5 and what they do over the next 1.5 minutes.
So the big thing for V5 is trying to get as much gold back into the pockets as possible. If you can get towards 3 items, this is where your composition kind of starts to teeter over, with Photic being a massive carry, Rookie going to be in a good spot as well, although he's going for the Banshee Veil, so may need kind of 4 to, or at least 3.5 items before he's able to have that full like one-shot potential. Rich though, huge at the moment. Serpent's Fang even picked up for himself. It's about seeing if you can keep this poke going and consistently keep up this pressure.
As V5 going to do exactly that, it seems, but pressuring from the wing. It's Rookie over the wall. Spirit Rush use. Uzi burst out. Photic running forward. Out goes the AD carry. V5 running through mid. They force it and they win. Crisp is down again, and BLG on the back foot. V5 pulling in that aggression we know and love.
Rookie's doing such a good job of finding these moments to go for it. The Everfrost slowing everyone up or just locking them up straight away for the easy charm. And now BLG once more on the back foot. V5 have done such a good job of fighting back here.
Oh, Uzi taking too much damage from Rich without the crown. Ultimate comes through. The two-shot barrage only really hurting ppgod, and V5 with the Baron push. Dagda, you talk about getting gold into the back pocket. Well, they've done that. 2,000. It's not a massive Baron power play, but it's at least it's something when they lost the Hextech Soul.
But it's enough to get them back in the gold. Ooh, hang on. Photic trying to see if you can get Uzi there, but
close enough.
Up until this stage, you actually had bounties available for V5. So this was a team that was certainly far behind. Now the 3,000 gold, 2,000 gold lead is
FoFo's timing. Karsa caught out as the Hexgate was taken by Rookie. FoFo stopped the back. And now over the wall, Rookie's there. Everfrost used the charm as well. A good little return, but he's going to get out of there. And that's a cheeky play if I've ever seen one.
Really nicely done, picking off Karsa and starting to get back in control. Now you can get the push in top side and maybe even look for a turret for yourselves as well as resets come through. Breathe. Might be able to fish for Rich here, who's very overextended.
Solo kill, Dagda. We're just not stopping, are we? Feeling confident now with the Death Dance. The damage on Rich. Hextech ultimatum to dodge away from the skies. And Breathe does it with ease. BLG, they're solo laners. They want to make it about them now.
This game is so back and forth. You think, okay, V5 have got it. They've managed to right the wrongs, but FoFo with that pick, as you can see. Now Breathe finding Rich overextended, and BLG are back in control. Look at the timer, Hysterics. 50 seconds until this Elder Dragon. Full control of bot side for BLG. You can have FoFo one-shot people. You can have Uzi set up nicely in the backside. And this kind of pick opportunity is going to be so hard for V5 as Uzi. That was dangerous.
Yeah, it was. The crown going down. That's what you want to see here if you're a V5 fan. But BLG, if you're one of theirs, them moving into position, getting one of these picks, the burst damage, the poke, the range. True shot barrage layering through onto Karsa and Photic. ppgod left alone, though. And as FoFo jumps across, Uzi will not be following this through. Ulti comes in. Good little kite away. A double kite here from the AD carry. And V5 now using a couple of tools to try and get their picks have failed.
Now Uzi stepping forward aggressively, has Chris to enable them, and the damage.
Shifted forward. I mean, Karsa wants to go over the wall with the assault. Assault and battery, the Vault Breaker, excuse me. Rich, though, needs his poke to land. And BLG's AD stepping forward, shielding to burst them through again. Another Arcane Shift, V5, though, on many different angles as FoFo gets burst down from Rich, I believe. And they're trying to buy this out. Elder has spawned Dagda. 35 seconds as again he does it. True shot barrage. Golden in the nick of time. He's buying the space, but Karsa runs into it. Flush from the dredge line. Gets him out of there. BLG's AD surviving, but the jungler not. Assault and battery used against the turret. Shock blast only hits Chris. It's a depth charge, and Uzi is down. Breathe comes through to clean it up, but B5 again have picked apart the pieces.
They were trying to protect the puppy for so damn long, but eventually the puppy goes that bit too far forward, too curious, and BLG will fall now. FoFo, can he make the play happen again?
Well, it's going to take a lot here. Rookie is down, who was a superstar of that one, is over to Rich. He's found him. That'll buy some time. Photic with the red and blue as Karsa is the smite. WeiWei up in 5 seconds. Dagda, it's going to go down quick, and it relies on Crisp and FoFo.
Hex gates are available, but it's going to be so tough. FoFo trying to see if he can make the play.
He has a lot of burst here. Onto ppgod as the first target at 4K. The Dragon's going down. They need to stop it, but Chris is deleted by Photic. WeiWei running in, trying for this one, but the Smite secures. V5, the first team in the LPL, trying to hold on to the reins.
And Baron up as well. That means the V5 have that Elder buff available for the Baron. BLG trying to see if they can establish themselves on this top side, but that could be the difference maker here for V5. Up against Hextech Soul, up against the ropes. V5 are fighting back every step of the way. We're going to catch it here in the replay as this from Uzi was so well played at the beginning. He's got so much pressure, but that bait from Rich there sets up beautifully for Rookie, the man we've been highlighting so much for V5. And with that, BLG are scattered. Karsa with the point and click. Crisp tries to keep that ult away, or the follow-up away, but it doesn't matter. And now, with that play, V5 turn towards Baron. It will be secured. 3-minute buff for V5. A minute and a half still on the Elder Dragon. And V5, can they bring it back?
Well, can BLG do that, right? Because BLG's Uzi, who came onto the Rift today to claw back his kill score and be first in the LPL, has been denied. Rookie still holds the title and is showing that the newer blood reigns true. At the time when Rookie was in the LCK, Uzi was sitting here and getting to World Finals. V5's mid laner carrying the play while Breathe tries to push. Now Dagda, that's going to go down.
Wait a sec.
A little base race coming through, but remember, Baron buff there. Uzi misses the ult. Rich will get his back in time. Breathe has to back away inhibitor for inhibitor. It is a trade.
Crucially though, it's that bot side inhibitor, but as you say, like Elder Dragon going to be the first big buff to spawn. FoFo
playing with
let's
fire.
see what he can do, but Banshee's Veil helping out.
Elder's up for another 30 seconds. That guy'd be scared, but ppgod. Arcane shifted into. Now with the Frozen Heart, feeling confident as Breathe is still here. Going to take the back for now, though, Dagda. And 20 seconds until Elder expires. That's going to be a big window, a big opportunity. Baron in a minute 40, that'll expire too. Feels like the BLG, they'll get a bit of a reprieve, only losing one side of their map.
I mean, big win for BLG. The fact that you had that double game-ending buff available for V5 and you trade even, that speaks volumes to how BLG played that. Playing through the fact that Breed will beat Rich in a side lane now with the items that he has picked up. So you need to make sure that you're not having Rich overextend, that Breed isn't allowed to go solo against Rich. And that's what's going to start to cause issues now for V5, especially with Bot going to have super creeps. Breed back in top side. The only upside for V5 in this still, at least a little bit of Baron play to make, and also not much in the way of wave clear for BLG, which can help them siege.
But I want to point out that V5 are committing everyone here. Breathe is in the top side and not there yet. Rich bursted out. True shot barrage again. A little bit to the left here as BLG want to defend inner, but Photic running up. They're confident. Dredge line close to Uzi again. Teleport being burned. Breathe. This is a game-ending flank if they can pull it off. Rich has just teleported in Dagda. And I'm a little scared. Still hasn't been spotted out. He's waiting for his moment.
No vision behind him. He snuck by it. V5 have no idea. Here we are, Hysterics. This could be it.
Inhibitor broken open. Is V5 going to stand against Breathe, waiting in the lane? BLG moving forward. Ulti out from WeiWei. Here comes Breathe. Running on in on top of Photic, but the jungler's dead. Ultimatum big. Uzi firing from the backline. Karsa jumps in, but he's a tank. Look at the damage. Look at the health bar from V5. Karsa running away, but he can't. Uzi still lives. BLG on their last legs. As Uzi pretty close to that one. V5 running forward. Dagda. They're going to try and end.
They can try and end. They don't have to wave clear on BLG, but they're chasing down.
So close for ppgod. Photic flushing away. Rich is next. Uzi and Chris, they need to give the shielding for movement speed. They do. FoFo over the wall. Photic tagged out. The shields come through. ppgod blocks for his 80 carry. Uzi running forward, but Rookie again. Everfrost massive. Rich doing it too. Victory 5 are going to stay on top.
The solo lanes for V5 have been so clutch consistently in this series, and now it's WeiWei left on his own. Dodges away from the charm, but he's got one. Can he get two?
Smite. Rookie opens up the Nexus. It's the jungler versus the mid laner. The man, the myth, the legend against the giant bear. And unfortunately, nature wins.
Give me more of this series. I need a best of 5 of this immediately, as WeiWei will try and just clear the base. We've got Elder in a minute. Baron in 2. Full build for Uzi and pretty much there for Photic as well. It's a battle of the AD carries, but with no GA now for Photic, if Breathe can find that same hero play, maybe they can take down Photic. Maybe V5 can be thwarted. But with the way Rich and Rookie are playing, that just seems so hard to do. This Jayce has been so crucial alongside Rookie finding these plays.
I mean, Rich has improved a hell of a lot on your screen. Here's the end result towards the end of the split. Dagda, I'm sweating in this little booth. It's a 6K gold lead. It's 36 minutes in with 44 kills. We were not only hyped for Uzi returning back to stage, his 3rd game of the LPL regular season in such a long time, but the Vi coming out. This game has given us the perfect end to the Titan Tuesday. A pleasure to share it with all old fans and new. And as Elder spawns again, Dagda, set me up.
Breathe not here though. Creeps are pushing in the top side. That's exposed
onto
Nexus.
WeiWei. Everfrost goes gold. It's WeiWei, in fact, who does exactly that. Elder given over with an open Nexus. Uzi with the true shot barrage doesn't matter much, and BLG Dagda, their last legs truly coming in front of our eyes.
And you've got so many waves that you have to deal with. All 3 inhibitors down. BLG, it looks like they're just going to be swarmed as they try and clear the base, but here marches V5.
Dagda, help! BLG can't defend this. V5 want to stay on top, and in a nail-biting series, BLG defending an open Nexus, but the depth charge on Uzi, V5 running forward. Your team stays on top in the LPL 2022 spring. All hail Rookie, all hail the kings of the LPL.
V5 will keep their top spot in the LPL, and by God, that they have to fight for it. That was an insanely close series. Hugs shared between Karsa and Uzi at the end. There will be no victory.